USD CHF playing on this trend line again. Can't use that, so I'm not going to waste my time. Actually, you know something? USD CHF possible buys. Just a minute. Just a minute. What did the daily candle say? Oh, USD CHF possible buys right now. Right now. Bull momentum here. It's bearish overall, but bull momentum here. Off of this low, we're not sure if it's a W, but it's in bull momentum here. This is a resistance trap here, right? This is a resistance trap here. You have your push, you pull back, your accumulation, right? Price is accumulating currently. The daily candle is a bull candle after momentum, after that, all of that momentum with a gigantic wick to the top side, all right? When price is in momentum, what happens? What happens? Wicks get filled, very good, all right? Possible buys on USD CHF. Mightn't be a very long buy, but it most likely is going to buy. Right? It also broke the trend. Not sure how long it's going to buy for. I don't know, but it is what it is. All right? USD that I took on USD CHF. Yeah, what? Brandon talking about a loss? Wait, a Forex trader talking about a loss? What? Yes, it's actually quite normal. You understand? It's quite normal for you to lose as a trader. Happens to everybody. No matter how successful you are, how profitable you are, how good you are, you're going to get losses. The difference is if you don't talk about it, you don't learn from it. You don't acknowledge it, you don't learn from it. Right? I don't think this has anything for me to learn specifically. I think it more has it has more for people to learn, other people to learn. Right? I knew the risk of this, all right, and I still took it. And I took it because this is actually what looked like the best potential setup of last night, all right? So basically, I gave back like 10 pips from what I would have yielded on gold the previous day. So I'm still up over 140 pips for the week. So it really doesn't matter, right? But a loss is a loss, and we're going to talk about it, right? Furthermore, I'm still not wrong, right? It is still going to go up. It is still going to break this area, at least in my opinion. It still went up from where I said it would, right? I think it even gave me a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. All right, let's see. I think I could be wrong about that. Okay, so it didn't. So 1-to-1 would be here, right? With a 10 pip stop loss, 1-to-1 would be there. So it didn't give me the 1-to-1. That's fine. It is what it is. But think about it from where I said it would buy, essentially, it did buy, right? It just didn't buy for very long. So a loss is a loss, and you know, it is what it is. Now, why would it have not worked? Why would it have not worked? You all see how, let me get the bigger time frame. Right. See how you have that trend forming there? Well, like I said, I'm not sure if it is a W pattern, because in this case you'd have like two, and it's not really necessary to have two W patterns. You have one there and one here, right? I know that's kind of crazy. Let me see if I could adjust this really quickly. Okay, so let me remove this. Right, so you have one here and you have one here, right? So you have a W here and you have a W here. First things first, I wasn't sure which one was the W, if any is a W, because yes, it is a bear trend, meaning that sellers would be trapped. The W would basically be to reverse against the sellers, right? Now, essentially, your best potential bet to take this trade would have been somewhere down in this general vicinity. So I am actually buying it quite high within this pair. All right. But rules met, resistance trap, rules were met, etc. etc. What I think this is a case of is that it's just too early. That is it. I think it's just too early. I was just too early. Sometimes you're gonna get that. Sometimes you're gonna realize that you get into the trade and your direction was correct, but it stops you out, and then 2 hours later it goes in your intended direction. It means that your understanding of direction is correct, but you just were too early. You understand? Right? Right place, wrong time. Simple. Right? Very simple. And something, I think, I think that as a trader, all right, if you don't, and I say this all the time, if you don't get a loss ever so often, even one that you didn't really expect, you're either really lucky, all right, or a unicorn, all right, something that doesn't exist. I've said this, it does not matter how good of a trader you are. There is no such thing as a 100% win to loss ratio, right? Meaning you win everything, right? There's no such thing as a 99%, meaning you win more or less everything, right? I'm being very honest with you. I've said this before. I've said this on record before. My win to loss ratio is between 60 and 70%. You understand? Meaning if I take 10 trades, I'd win 6, I'd lose 4. You understand? The beautiful thing is if I lose 4, I lose 40 pips. If I win 6, I probably gonna win close to 300-400 pips. You understand? And that's quite normal for me, right? Because of my risk to reward ratio, not my win to loss, my risk to reward ratio, right? In this case, this trade literally, listen, I didn't even feel it. Like if somebody flick you, they take their finger and they literally, they do so. They flick you. That's what this feels like to me. You understand? I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to tell you about it. I'm not going to hide it. I'm not going to, basically keep it from you, because this is a part of trading as well. But if I'm being honest, it doesn't really matter, right? Because guess what? If I take a next trade and it goes 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 pips in my favor, what would happen to this loss? This loss would essentially be wiped clean off my record. You'd still see the loss, but it's so infinitesimally small that it does not matter. You understand? It does not matter. It's gone. It's literally just disappears, right? And for me, I still think it's going to go up, as I said, just not yet, right? Or at least I don't have an entry to do it yet, right? It might go up from right here. I don't have an entry to use. I can't use this. You understand? We're not in the session for this. You feel me? So it is what it is. It is what it is. You see, one thing I want to also just allow you guys to feel, right? Allow yourself to feel what it feels like to not be right all the time. Listen to me. Allow yourself to feel what it feels like to not be right all the time. Too many people feel like when they lose. They feel like this shouldn't be happening to me. I should be winning everything. Did you do the work to be winning everything? Did you put in the time? Did you put in the effort? Did you put in the energy to be winning everything? No. So then allow yourself to feel what it feels like, because you know what that does? It puts you in a state of thinking that, hey, something is wrong. I need to make drastic change today to make a change in my results, or to achieve a change in my results. That is the thing, This is more psychological, because that is the problem. We feel subconsciously that we shouldn't be losing. You understand? Life unfair. We shouldn't be losing. No, it's not. Yes, it's the truth. Life is unfair, but you should be losing because you didn't put in the work. You understand? You didn't put in the time. You didn't put in the effort, the energy, the hours, the man hours. So allow yourself to feel what it feels like to lose, so that you can get that burning sensation of why me? Why? and realize that something needs to be changed so that you can change it. Jim Carrey said, I don't think human beings do anything without desperation. You understand? Without motivation. We need dire circumstances in order for us to be able to make changes. We need something drastic for us to make a change. So if it is you're losing, check yourself as to how you react to those losses. Do you see it as it's unfair? Do you see it as I shouldn't be losing? Or do you see it as, yeah, I think I meant to do that. I think I meant it would have happened eventually, right? That's if you are thinking like the former, where you feel like it's unfair, you're gonna keep losing, and it's only gonna get worse, right? But if you're thinking like the latter, where you accept it and you know that you kind of knew that it would have happened, then you're more or less on the right path. Obviously, you still have to make your changes, make whatever changes necessary, study more, practice more, backtest more to make a change, right? But you're on the right path. Watch when Human and myself did NFP. Human was right, I was wrong. Human is a student of mine, became a teacher. He is a student, a past student of mine who became a teacher. Not because he is a student of mine means that I make him yield to me and make him say, no, this is what you do. He has his own analysis. He had his own analysis. He was right, I was wrong. I actually acknowledge the fact that I was wrong about the analysis of a few seconds before the news event dropped, which was NFP. Did I not? Right? And I could put proof of that up as well. That's just the way it goes. You have to be able to acknowledge that you lose, or you're going to lose, or it's destined for you to lose this. Acknowledge it. That is one of the mistakes a lot of traders in this industry make. You understand? It is the harsh reality that many traders cannot accept a loss. And even when a loss is so small like this, they cannot accept it. They say, nah, boy, I was supposed to win, nah, boy. I was supposed to win that. One thing you would know about me, losses never bother me. Never, never, ever. And they shouldn't bother you. They should not bother you. So I hope that, you actually take something in terms of my mindset from this, right? Because it doesn't, listen, I'm telling you now, it does not matter what trader you look up to, they will all have losses. The best trader in the world, he will have a loss. 2 losses, 3 losses, 10 losses, right? It does not matter. Warren Buffett, and name some other good traders. Anybody? Name some other good traders. Warren Buffett. Oh God, this next guy. Um, oh gosh, shall I help him out now? Help him out. George Soros, right? All of them, right? Every last one of them, right? Paul Tudor Jones, all of them, they would have losses. But they don't dwell on the loss more than they need to. They acknowledge that the loss is there, and then they realize, okay, something needs to be changed. And they change it. That's it. That's it. Yeah? Makes